In the last video, we installed Jellyfin in Docker Desktop. Now it's time to turn it into a fully working streaming server. We're adding your movies, TV shows, users, and basic settings, all without a terminal. By the end, you'll have your own private Netflix ready to use. Let's get started. Firstly, open Docker Desktop and ensure Jellyfin is running. You'll know that by that green dot over here. Go to your web browser and open localhost 8096, or alternatively, just click the following port number and Jellyfin will open. Here you'll see the Jellyfin setup wizard. Just type a server name, a preferred display language, and then click next. So let's just put an admin account. You can just put your name. For this purpose, I'm just going to put admin, and then just put a password. Then click next. Now we tell Jellyfin where your media lives. Click Add Media Library. Select what you're adding. I recommend separating these into different categories, not using mixed, just using movies and shows. If you want to add your music, you can do music as well. So let's just do movies first. Let's click the plus icon next to folders to create the folder. This will link to the folders that we have created previously. If you click the media, you'll see there is no folder, nothing inside it. It'll just link to the media folder that we created over here. So what we're going to do, just to make it a little bit easier, let's create two folders inside the media folder. Let's create a folder called movies and one called TV shows or shows. What you call these folders don't matter exactly. And now if we go back, if we get out of this, now click folders again, go back to media. Now you'll see the folders that we just created. So let's link the movies folder to the movies folder we just created, then click OK. So we have the movies folder linked to the media/movies. Now just fill in the settings according to what you prefer. So we're going to enable it because we want to see our movies. We want to download in English. Country, I'm in Australia, so I'm just going to put Australia. So I click prefer embedded tiles over file names. Now enable real-time monitoring, so if anything you change on the file will automatically change it on Jellyfin. Automatically add to collection. This adds a separate tab so you have movies and collections. If you have more than one movie of the same type, it'll be in a collection. For example, you could have the Die Hard collection, and if you click that, it'll have Die Hard 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here you can change the order where you download the metadata. So the metadata would be the name of the movie, the description, the actors, everything like that. You can adjust the order, see which one you want it to go first, and you can download more at a later date. We're never going to automatically refresh the metadata over the internet because once we have the movie, the details generally aren't going to change. Now I'm going to save these into a separate file so that way we can back it up at a later date. Now the image fetches, that's where you get the images for the actual movie. You can rearrange these to whatever one you prefer. I like saving the artwork in the media folder so that way I can view them, update them, do whatever I'd like with them at a later date. If you want, you can enable trick play images and chapter images as well. Once you're ready, click OK. Now that movies have been created, let's quickly go through adding TV shows. So let's just go down here, content type, shows. Let's just keep it called shows. Let's link it up to the media folder, to TV shows, and click OK. And just fill in these details. Once you've added your relevant folders, movies, shows, you can even create a separate folder for anime and put it under the shows section as well. Then click next. Now fill in your preferred metadata language and click next. Now you can disable allow remote connections to this server. I'll go through how to connect it at a later date. Once you're done, just click finish. Now just log on with your admin details and click remember me if you're the only one using this so you don't have to log in constantly. Now welcome to Jellyfin. This is where you can see your movies and you can see it shows. Now that we've completed the setup, let's just add our first movie. To add our first movie, just open the media folder, click the movies folder. Let's create a folder for the movie. We're going to call this Die Hard. This can be any movie you want or have that you have access to. It'll be the name of the movie followed by the year. The naming convention of Jellyfin ensures that we get the correct metadata and images for the movie. So you just put the name of the movie followed by the year, and for the file you'll do the exact same thing, the name of the movie and the year. I've also put the quality of the movie, but that's not important. Once that's done, I'll show you what happens next. Once a movie is copied across, it will appear in Jellyfin automatically, but it will take a few minutes. Alternatively, if you're as impatient as me, you can click the menu button above, or your profile icon here, and go to Dashboard. You can click Scan All Libraries to scan all the media in your library. Once you've clicked Scan All Libraries, you can also go back to Systems from Scratch to view it. And now you can see the movie that you just copied, which is Die Hard. If you click it, you can view all the details that it has. The cast and crew, the description, the year, how long it goes for, even when it finishes. You do have your images here, and you can just click play. Now that we've added a movie, let's add a TV show. It is the same process, so let's just go back to the media folder, go to TV shows. Now let's create a new folder for the TV show. For this, we're going to call this The King of Queens, 1998. It is important to put these in season folders to ensure it gets the correct metadata. So let's call this one Season 01. And this can go all the way up to however many seasons there is. If you have any specials, that will be in Season 00. So in Season 1, let's just put a few of the episodes in. The year is not important in the actual file type, only in the folder for TV shows. So for the series, you can just write The King of Queens, then Season 1, Episode 1, and Season 1, Episode 2, and so on and so forth. Once you've copied the files, go back to Jellyfin, click the menu button, go to Dashboard. Do not click Scan All Libraries, because this will scan all the libraries you do have, which if you have a lot of files, may take a while. So you can go to Libraries, click Libraries as well, and then you can select the library you want to scan. So we've already done movies, so we don't need to scan that again. Let's go to Shows and click Scan Library. And we'll scan for new and updated files. Give it a second, go back to the Systems from Scratch or whatever server name you created, and you'll scroll down and you'll see The King of Queens. It will be the exact same as Die Hard. You can click it to view the seasons, the episodes in the season, as well as the description, the cast and crew, guest stars, so on and so forth. That's it. You now have your movies and TV libraries connected, posters and metadata downloading automatically, a fully working Jellyfin server running in Docker Desktop. In the next episode, we're going through how to rip media you already own, properly and cleanly, so you can add it to your Jellyfin server the right way. If you don't want to miss that, make sure you like and subscribe. This is Systems from Scratch. I'll see you in the next one.